My 6-year-old son Gus and I took a trip to Mote Marine Aquarium in Sarasota. Mote Marine not only operates the aquarium, but also a not-for-profit marine research laboratory and animal rescue center. I chose this location because although I've lived in Florida for more than 20 years, I have never made it there. I've watched manatees rescued by Mote and wanted to see their operation firsthand. The most significant concept that I learned during our field trip was about marine conservation. Mote highlights the vast amount of marine animals and ecosystems that need our protection. It highlights human interaction and the effects to the animals and their habitats. A good example was the sea turtle exhibit. They asked, can sea turtles survive the 21st century? They can if we help. Reduce, reuse, recycle, protect our natural beaches, support sustainable fisheries, boat safe, and spread the word. The obvious question is, what can we do? Take anything you brought to the beach home with you. Dispose of household chemicals properly. Follow all boating speed and safety laws. Use circle hooks that corrode, and if you see turtles while you're fishing, move to a new spot. And lastly, properly dispose of used fishing line and nets. The idea that without conservation, the animals will eventually be driven to extinction, and our lifeblood, the oceans, may never recover, is terrifying. Mote highlights that getting people like you and me to understand the importance of the oceans is the key to protecting marine habitats and animals and preserving them for future generations. This field trip really highlighted to me the vast array of wildlife and organisms in our local marine environment. We get so caught up in our everyday lives, it's easy to forget or ignore the rich and unique area we live in. Mote Aquarium really does a great job of featuring all the local wildlife, from Goliath grouper, tarpon, lobsters, loggerhead turtles, manatees, and many, many more. Mote highlights our amazingly rich marine environment in a fun and educational way. The class concept I learned when we first walked in was aquaculture. These Siberian sturgeon are farmed at the Mote Aquaculture Park located 17 miles inland. A volunteer explained that Mote is finding ways to make fish farming greener. As human demand for fish continues to grow, fish farming will help fill the demand. My primary producer is greater star coral, or Montestrella cavernosa. It's a common hermatypic coral found in the tropical and subtropical waters off the Atlantic, typically found at 40 to 100 feet, important for reef building because it grows in large boulder-like formations. It captures and feeds on zooplankton through the use of sweeper tentacles. It obtains energy from a symbiotic relationship with algae. The marine animal I chose was the loggerhead sea turtle, Caretta caretta. The adult loggerhead sea turtle weighs approximately 135 kilograms or 298 pounds. Loggerheads are considered an endangered species and are protected by the International Union for the Conservation of Nature. Untended fishing gear is responsible for many loggerhead deaths. Gus and I had a great time. Thank you, Mote Marine, for the great day.